People aren't going to tolerate any more of this.
With the economy on the edge, it's time for Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump to put people first. For once.
Weaver and Schmidt, all losers.
The Lincoln Project has raised $90 million.
Did you know that the Lincoln Project intentionally airs their ads on networks they know Trump watches? It's like psychological warfare, but with TV remotes. Their goal? To get under Trump's skin and throw him off his game. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. And boy, does it seem to be working. Trump's latest social media rant mentions the Lincoln Project a whopping 15 times. Talk about living rent-free in someone's head. Want to know more about this genius or devious strategy? Keep watching. Ever wonder how the Lincoln Project manages to get under Trump's skin so effectively? Well, folks, it turns out they've got a secret weapon that's as simple as clicking a button on a TV remote. These crafty political operatives have apparently studied Trump's TV habits like they're binge-watching his personal Netflix queue. Now you might be thinking, why bother? Isn't Trump just yesterday's news? But hold on to your hairpieces, because this is where it gets interesting. Picture this. Our favorite orange-tinted former president lounging in his golden bathrobe, flipping through channels faster than he can say fake news. And then, bam! There it is, an ad calling him a loser, right in the middle of his favorite show about hamburgers or covfefe or whatever it is he watches these days. But here's the kicker. The Lincoln Project isn't just throwing random insults at the wall like overcooked spaghetti. Oh no, they're using a heat-seeking missile of mockery aimed right at Trump's ever-expanding ego. And boy, does it hit the mark. Now you might be wondering,
Joseph R. Biden is elected the 46th President of the United States.
You want to make any comment about this Lincoln Project ad?
Yeah, no, I saw it. They should call it the Losers Project.
Let's lay that into rapid response.
So you've got a turd in the punch bowl. It's not punch anymore. It's shit water.
The Lincoln Project is a political org.
What's the point of all this TV trickery? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because it's time for some political strategy 101. The Lincoln Project's grand plan isn't just to inform the public about Trump's many flaws. Nope, they're playing 4D chess while Trump's still trying to figure out how to set up a board game. Their real goal? To make Trump madder than a wet hen in a thunderstorm. Why? Because when Trump gets mad, he can't help but lash out. And when he lashes out, he keeps talking about the Lincoln Project. It's like getting a toddler to advertise your daycare by throwing a tantrum in the grocery store. Pure genius. But wait, there's more. Rick Wilson, one of the big cheeses at the Lincoln Project, couldn't resist rubbing a little salt in the wound. He said, and I quote, "In 2020, the Lincoln Project took up a long-term free lease in Trump's brain. His threat to sue the Lincoln Project today is like Trump himself, impotent, flabby, and pathetic. Ouch! Someone better call the burn unit because Grumpy Trumpy just got roasted. And it's not just Wilson throwing shade. Steve Schmidt, another Lincoln Project bigwig, bragged, "I think we have hurt him. We have cut him. We have defined him. We have provoked him." It's like they're playing a game of who can make Trump throw the biggest tantrum. And let me tell you, folks, business is booming. Folks, remember when Trump could tweet his every thought? Well, those days are long gone. Now he's stuck on Truth Social, the internet's equivalent of a kid's treehouse clubhouse. But don't worry, our favorite orange turd is still throwing tantrums like a pro. So Donnie Diapers sees these Lincoln Project ads, and boy oh boy, does he have some thoughts to share. But here's the million-dollar question. Can ranting on Truth Social really pack the same punch as his old Twitter tirades? Spoiler alert, It's like trying to start a food fight with overcooked spaghetti. Get this. Trump's latest meltdown on Truth Social mentioned the Lincoln Project a whopping 15 times. That's more shout-outs than his own kids get in a year.
Knew that if we buy these Fox News spots, eventually he was going to see him.
What's the delay? Mitch McConnell wants to protect big companies who are taking advantage of the COVID crisis by giving them immunity from accountability.
We have the opportunity to help save the goddamn country.
Trump plan will kill.
The end is coming.
He thinks he's God. It's like he's obsessed with these guys. Maybe he should ask them out on a date or something. But here's the kicker. Trump's reaction might be exactly what the Lincoln Project ordered. You see, experts say that responding to attack ads often amplifies their message. Oops, looks like Grumpy Trumpy fell right into their trap. It's like watching a cat chase its own tail, only the cat is orange and the tail is made of ads. And it gets even better, folks. Trump's not just mad, he's gone full-on nuclear, threatening to sue Fox News over airing these ads, because that always works out well for him, right? It's like he's playing lawsuit bingo, and Fox News just happened to land on his card this time. But here's the thing. Trump's claiming the ads use false advertising and artificial intelligence to make him look bad. Hate to break it to you, Donnie, but you don't need AI for that. Your own words do a pretty good job all on their own. The Lincoln Project's just using good old-fashioned news footage. You know, the kind that shows you saying and doing exactly what you said and did. Shocking, I know. Meanwhile, the polls are showing that folks are getting tired of Trump's act. It's like watching a rerun of The Apprentice, but this time, America's doing the firing. People are looking at his 2024 candidacy the same way they look at year-old fruitcake, with a mix of confusion and mild disgust. Well, folks, it looks like the Lincoln Project's strategy is working better than a hairplug salesman at a Trump rally. They're playing political peekaboo, and Donnie keeps falling for it like a toddler with object permanence issues. But here's the kicker. Research shows these negative ads are actually doing a number on Trump's poll numbers. Turns out, people are getting as tired of his act as we are of his spray-tan jokes. But hey, let's not forget what's really at stake here. While we're all enjoying the political circus, it's important to stay informed about these advertising tactics and what they mean for our democracy. So, between laughing at Trump's latest Twitter, oops, I mean Truth Social, meltdown, maybe we should all take a moment to chat about whether this kind of political mud wrestling is really what we want for our country. What do you think? Is the Lincoln Project being clever or just plain mean? Let us know in the comments. Remember, in politics, sometimes the best offense is making your opponent look offensive. But maybe we should ask ourselves, is that really the best way to run a country?